You've left the town of Garrelos and are making your way towards the Ondarian-Carlet border. Unfortunately, you have taken the wrong road and are heading towards the corrupted city of Necrotia, formerly the city of Drevin. Though you have heard stories of Necrotia, you have up to now paid them no heed. With the city ahead of you, you decide to throw caution to the wind and shortly find yourself passing through the gates. Knowing that the journey to Gebelra will take time, you decide to try and find an inn. The locals seem surprised to see you, but not shocked. It seems they have been expecting the arrival of a visitor to their city, but you are not what they expected. It is a time of celebration, and a special event is soon to take place.
Good evening. Welcome to... Oh. You are not who I've been expecting to walk through the door. Welcome to the Black Dragon. My name is not important. But either way, I am the Innkeeper. Wait. Don't say a word. You wish for a room and board, don't you? On your way to the desert realm. Only travellers who pass this way move onwards to the same destination. Oh, don't act so surprised, my friend. The city which you and your friends referred to as the corrupted city is not as corrupt as you might imagine. Yes, we are plagued by misfortune, but life indeed goes on. In fact, you are in time for the festival. We hold it every decade. The name will mean nothing to you. Just be certain you are freshly prepared for when the time comes. You will not know what is happening, but I'm sure you will have a good time. Well, as I said, the Lord of the City organises our event every 10 years. It is a wonderful little celebration that he founded a while ago, when Drevin was but a small settlement. What's that? Necrotia. Who came up with that? Ridiculous. As I said, we are plagued by misfortune, but that does not mean we are not a friendly city. What's that? Who is the Lord of the City, you ask? Well, no one has ever seen him for certain. All I know is that he resides in that tower in the centre. We call it the Black Fortress. It's patrolled by his hooded and faceless guardians. We've nicknamed them the Faceless Druids. What do you mean the old ways have long gone? Drevin never shook off the old ways. That is why we have survived for so long. Oh? Did you not know the story? It all started way back with the Tyrant King. You do know about the Tyrant King, I hope. That is a relief, because I thought I was going to have to tell you the whole laborious story. Ah, you met with the historian in Garalos. I'm curious. Why are you travelling to the desert realm? Pardon? No. Could you perchance repeat that for me, please? Really? The crown of the Tyrant King? It has been found allegedly. I see. Well, I shall ensure you are fully restocked with provisions to carry on with your journey in the morning. I guess you won't be staying for the festival after all. That is a pity. But anyway, well, Here is the key to your room. It's fully prepared for you. Thank you for staying at the Black Dragon. I bid you good night. Good. They have retired for the night. Beards forward. Get over here. I need you to run a message to the Black Fortress. Let the Lord of the city know that the crown of the Tyrant King has been found. Our new friend appears to be heading to the desert realm, either to see for themselves or to bring it back. Yes, I know the Lord wants it for itself. That is the plan. I have no idea what he will do with it. I do not for a second believe that tale. Yes, you know which tale. The one that goes, whomsoever wears the crown shall become immortal. Either way, I know that our Lord will wish to have it for himself. How do I know the visitors from the capital? Have you seen the armor they wear? You do not get anything like that working in the fields. No, we shall take a small sample and present it to his lordship. Once our friend has completed their mission and retrieved the crown, we lure them back here. Then we present both Traveler and crown to his lordship. It means extending the festival, but somehow I do not think that will bother his lordship when he hears the news. Yes, I know. They will not be staying for the festival, most a pity. However, when they sleep, we shall take a sample and present it to his lordship. I am sure he will want to taste the capital city blood. It is said to be the richest blood in the Ondarian monarchy. Wait a minute. Do not give me that look. Have you been living under a rock for the past century? What do you mean, what is the festival about? Oh, I forget. You're a recent addition to our little family, are you not? When did you turn? Is it only a year? Who was it who turned you again? Valeria, wasn't? Why am I not surprised? She is indeed a persuasive one. Okay, so before you go with the message, let me explain how this works. Every decade, the lord of the city of Drevin, or some people know it, Netrosia. I know I said it was a ridiculous name, but it is the true name for Drevin now. Anyhow, the lord of the city performs a ritual. He calls it a festival, but really it is a mass sacrifice of innocents. They are dragged from the city dungeons and taken to a central plaza. Beneath the plaza is a facility known as the reservoir. Each prisoner is taken to the plaza and chained up to large poles. From there we place into them small hoses which connects to the reservoir. Then we drain them completely of blood. We must be careful which prisoners we choose. Too young and the blood is far too sweet. It causes massive reactions that creates dangerous hyperactivity in the consumer. Then we have the other end of the spectrum. Too old and the blood is far too bitter, causing nausea and other terrible reactions. We tend to keep the senior prisoners for the flesh eaters anyway. They get fed every 5 years to keep them in line for when his lordship wishes to unleash them on the rest of the Ondarian monarchy. Now, from what I know, there are some connoisseurs who like the bitterness, but most who join in consuming from the reservoir prefer their share to be middle of the road. We tend to find it better if the produce is taken from young and fresh material. But a reasonable vintage is known to be favorable among the more discerning citizens. Does the festival have a name? Well, his lordship has not exactly given it an official name, but many, including myself, tend to refer to it as the Blood Harvest. Yes, I know it is a crude name, but considering it is basically what we are doing, it is kind of stuck. Even his lordship refers to it as such. He quite likes the name. You know, you ask a lot of queries. I took you on as my apprentice to follow in my footsteps, not ask questions. Look, that is all I can tell you about the Blood Harvest for now. You will see for yourself what happens when we gather at the plaza in the next few days. By then, we will have news from our agents in the desert realm regarding our friend upstairs and the crown of the Tyrant King. Now, I suggest you take that message to his lordship whilst I check on our new friend. I will take the sample when they sleep. Look, do not worry about that. I am a master of stealth. They will never know I was in the room. When I have done my work, they will then follow you to the fortress and meet with his lordship. I want to hand over the taster personally. I have a good feeling we may be in for a reward for our recent discovery. Stick with me, and you will go far. I guarantee it.
Well, good morning, my friend. How are we today? Oh, I am sorry to hear that. The mosquitoes can be quite vicious around here at this time of year. Yes, that is our affliction, I'm afraid. The sewers are a breeding ground for them. It is said they're quite partial to outsiders too. Perhaps they were attracted by your capital city blood. I imagine it is so much richer and sweeter than the blood of our people, considering you perhaps have a much richer diet. Well now, look at the time. It's getting on.
Yes, you have a long journey ahead of you. I've packed you fresh provisions and your horse is fresh from the stable lock. Tell me, will you be travelling back in this direction? It will be a pity if you are not. News of your arrival travelled fast last night. It has been mentioned to me by another patron that his lordship is very keen to meet you. He would so love to hear of your travels upon your return. I very much doubt he has any interest in such a trinket. Besides, from what I understand, even he knows that the crown of the Tyrant King is but a legend. Do we even know it exists? I can assure you, however, if his lordship has taken an interest, it is best not to ignore his open invitation. He can become incredibly difficult at times when undermined. Well, I leave that decision in your hands. I am but an humble innkeeper. I tend to avoid the politics of the upper classes. For now, allow me to wish you the best of luck on your journey, and I hope you will at least consider his lordship's invitation if you find yourself returning this way. It seems our friend is reluctant to meet with his lordship. We may have to find a way to be more persuasive. I have an idea, but it means sending words to our friend in the east. Take this note to the messenger office. Tell them to send it quickly to Rafik in Gebelra. No, it does not matter what the note says. All I know is that Rafik owes us a favor, and he has just the contact who can help us persuade our friend to return to Necrotia. I do not know exactly how it works. Let us just say Rafiq's friend is that she can be incredibly persuasive.